Okay, ready to put the rear isolastics in. Had to clean all the threads up, rechase them, even the nuts. Oh, where'd the washer go? Everything's stripped and fucked on this bike, so I had to chase all those threads first. But this shaft is too long to go through here for the test. This is supposed to go through the frame and through the Z plates and everything. I'm not going to make all those spacers, so I just got a 1/2 inch carriage bolt here I had laying around. And I don't know what shims came in here initially. There was a 130 thou, a 10 thou, and I think a 5 thou one, or a flimsy one. Oh shit. Oh my god. Everything out there. I'm going to start with a 30 thou shim on either side. Put them in the caps dry. Tighten it all up. And see where I'm at. See if that's too tight. I'm just going to start there. Maybe I'll get lucky. Got a feeling it's going to be too tight, but okay. I'm not going to grease anything up. I'm going to put it together dry. I got the new spacers here. Let's see. I'm going to put this on. I'm going to put a washer in there. So it pulls a square there. Okay. Not sure if you can see that from there or not. Okay. Got the 30 thou shim there. Got the new the new thrust washer here. It just feels like rubber. It's not Teflon, that one. The original. This is a stock original one. Got for $5 with ship. That's including shipping on eBay. Okay, that one's tight. I got a little space there, so we crank her up. Torque her up and see how close we are there. Let's see if this ratchet works. I'm gonna have to find a wrench for that. Pipe wrench on that. Let me tighten it up and then we'll measure it. Okay. I had two 30 thou shims in there. 25.5, yeah, 30 thou shims in there. I took one out and I put 2 5s in here. So I got 40 thou shims in there right now, and I got a 14 feeler gauge in here, snug tight, and a 6 thou one over here. So that's 20 thou. So I got 20 thou spacing. So I got to add 10 thou. So I got to add 10 thou. So I had a 30. I got 40. I got to make it 50. I got to put 25 and 25 on either side. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. And I think I got 2 20s and I got 2 5s. So I'm going to do that next. Okay, I'm just greasing them up, putting them back on. I didn't have 220s, so what I did is I got a 30 thou shim in there and a 20 thou shim on this side. So we're going to try that and see how that measures up. Now if the shimming isn't dead center, 25 thou and 25 thou, I've got that offset by 10 thou. You got to remember that isolastic, floats in there, that 10 thou, so it should self-center itself. But from what I read in that one article there, I think I put it in the subtitle, or I think I put it in the last. Oh, in one of the comments I put the article. But these holes on the frame, aren't necessarily straight, aren't necessarily parallel, and aren't necessarily straight. Put this in here. It's supposed to be perpendicular to the triple tree, but this guy, he measured a whole pile of frames. He's never seen one straight yet. And what you can get is these two holes out of alignment a little bit, where I'm going to exaggerate the angle here a little bit, but one could be out a little bit like this, because the down tubes aren't exactly parallel. These aren't welded on exactly equal. The holes aren't drilled exactly center. So you can get one out a little bit like that, or a little bit this way, or a little bit up, or a little bit down, and still be perfectly at 90 degrees to the triple tree. Could be at 90 degrees to the triple tree, but still could be up or out this way. I guess they can't be up or down, but they could be in or out and still be 90 degrees. So, and the same with the back isolastic hole. Same with this hole. So 10 thou isn't going to mean anything unless this bike was built dead straight, and according to this guy, not one Norton ever was. Yeah, I'll tighten this up and we'll measure it. Just using this bolt. It's got to be close to 25. Okay. There's a 6 thou there. And, I'm not going to get it in there. I should really be only getting it about a 3 thou in there. This is 3 thou. Where do we go here? Wrong one. There it is. Okay, there's 3 thou there. And see if I can get the 6 back in there. There we go. Got a 6 thou in here. Probably could get a 7 in there. And that 3 thou's tight. See if I got a 7 thou here. And there's my 10 thou clearance. Here's 7 thou right here. Yep. There's 7. After this bike's up and running, you know, and vibrating and shaking around, and these have all settled in, I think you can pull the boots back and recheck them. But that's a good starting position right there. That's about 10 thou. So that rear one's done. Would be nice to have a 25 thou here and 25 there, but I just don't have another 20. So I've got a 30 thou shim here and a 20 thou shim here. That gives me 10 thou clearance. Okay. I think I'm ready to put the transmission in here before it goes into the bike. I think I'll get that straightened out. Okay, Sunday morning about 7:30. Got the isolastics all ready to go. They say before you put the boots on to wipe some synthetic grease on the inside of the boots, and probably helps with moisture and corrosion. So we got those isolastics ready to go. We got the old original head steady ready to go. I got the rubber mounts up there. They're all brand new, and I got stainless steel nuts for them. And I'm just trying to figure. I got to go get another piece of this stuff here, pipe insulation, before I try to put the engine in. And that's the next big step, is putting that engine in. So I've been reading about it. You know, I know everybody says put the transmission in the cradle first because it's too hard to get it in later. I think it interferes with the engine right here. If I bolt this to the engine first, then you can't get the transmission in there. It just barely fits through these two holes. You put it in and then you turn it, and I think it hits the engine. That's why you have to put the transmission in first and then bolt this to the engine. And I'm just not sure if you bolt this to the engine first and the transmission, and you stick in the whole unit in here all at once, or you put the transmission in the cradle and then you bolt the cradle in first and then try to weasel the engine in after that. I'm just trying to figure that out. That's going to be in the next video, and to me I'm over the hump. Once that motor's bolted in there, then it's just a matter of putting everything back together. So that's going to be in the next video, the installation of the motor. I'm going to try to figure that out first so I do it right, so that without dinging up the frame, and so everybody else can see how it's done. Next video.